Hey g'day guys, it's Adam from VideoShowMeHow, and in this video we're going to be checking out the new one from 23ZERO. This is their Rask Shower Ensuite Tent. I've used this on about half a dozen trips now, and I figured it's high time that we do a bit of a review and I show you guys all about it. So without further ado, let's get started. Now if you've been following the channel for a little while, you've probably seen a few of these pop up on the channel. I reckon this is probably, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 different varieties of these that I've had over the last couple of years. And there's probably a reason why I don't have any of the others and why I was so interested in checking out the Rask. So we're going to go through a few of those reasons a little bit in the video. If we check out the exterior here, standard sort of tent as far as sizing goes, they're about 1 meter in width there. Same sort of quality you would expect from 23ZERO. We've got the new really sort of rough and tough exterior bag that sits over the top, same as in their Falcon range, so that's pretty cool. SBS zips on here just like the rest of their range, so all of that stuff is top quality. Now it does come with your standard hardware, comes with brackets. I've upgraded the brackets to the XL versions from 23ZERO, reason being that the old D-Max on the cab, it has a bit of a curve happening here, so I kind of, with these sort of tents, you kind of need to square off. I'll show you that in a sec when we open it, but I needed to kick it out a little bit more, and that's been working a-okay. There is going to be some pretty major changes happening on the back here, aka all of that's disappearing, so you'll see that in future videos where we're going to make those changes, and this guy will probably live on the canopy itself there. But for the moment, the last few trips, been working really well there. Right, let's get this thing open. Now normally we'd go on a tripod and all that sort of stuff to do this, but this is one of the big advantages of this. It is full internal structure. You can see some of it there. And the advantage of that is they've got some gas struts on it. So you literally let the thing go down like that. Super simple. And literally with one gloved hand, you can do these ones and do these ones, and it's pretty much ready to go. Down the bottom here you have weighted bottoms on the tent section itself, so that kind of kicks it out, and we can see a bit of beach still there. On the bottom of all of them you have all of your standard lanyards here where you can peg everything down. A couple of big zips on both sides here as well that gives you some flexibility. So as far as setup goes, there's no montage required there because it is literally seconds like you've just seen, and the thing is open, ready to roll. So I might throw a few pegs in here and get that squared off, and then we'll have a look at some of the features that this guy comes with. So there we go, pegs in. Now I normally just do these two on the ends here and the same on that side, leaving the front free because then I use that as the door. You have adjustment straps all the way around to sort of suit your vehicle. These adjust out from 1800 up to 2300, so it gives plenty of height even for the most lifted truck. You have an external pocket here. What could that be for, I wonder? Let's have a look at that when we go inside. Other than that, let's get this thing open. It is that easy, of course. You've got good quality zips on either side, so it's nice and easy, and that's normally where I get in from there. What I might do is flip this guy, roll him up and throw him over on the roof. Yes, it's got a roof. We'll have a look at that in a sec, so we can jump inside and have a look around. Right, so inside, first thing you'll notice is the integrated floor. Now it is actually attached to the wall on one side, which is handy. You don't have to faff around with the thing, you know, not being connected and that sort of stuff. In the center has a proper high quality PVC floor and that sort of centered diamond there. It normally, bit of sand from the last trip, it normally does a pretty good job of letting some, this is a mesh on the outside, so you can kind of see there, and that's helpful to just let most of the sand come through. I normally put the loo straight on the middle there. That's really helpful if you're having a shower and using this as a shower tent, because it gives you a proper base to stand on to keep sort of the muck off your toes and lets the water drain out at the same time. It does have these little adjusters here on the side, so you can attach up to here these little attachments here, so you can sort of fold that whole thing up and out of the way if you prefer to not have a floor. You see as well on our back window here, it is enormous. It's basically a door. More high quality zips. This would be really helpful if you had, say, this on the side of a canopy or something like that. You could see how you could have all your stuff sort of in there, you know, your shampoo, conditioner and all your bits and bobs you could have sitting in there. and then you can sort of pull it out and reach it. So that gives you a bunch of flexibility there as well. Moving on up and having a look around, here's the gas struts. They're a good quality gas strut, stainless steel fittings. This is the same big solid backing plate that you see from the canopies, or a version of. And then this is a view of those steel sort of frame that sits in here, and you can see the sort of the hinge in the middle there and how that kind of actuates. So that's what makes setting this thing up super fast and a breeze. You can literally do it with one hand. The other thing in here is this guy along here. You have an integrated little mini light bar. That's pretty cool. That's what this little connector is. It is USB on the end, so that gives you a bit of flexibility. You can run that into a permanent source like your canopy, maybe an outlet there, or if you have a little power bank, a little bit like this one, just a standard, you know, run-of-the-mill power bank, you can grab this guy, you can plug it in, and this is what I've been doing on trips. That's what this little pocket's for. You can plop him in there, a little flap over the top to keep the moisture out, and you can already see in there we have light. How good is it? So I normally, it's not a bright white light either, so a little bit sort of yellowy, orangey, keep the bugs away a little bit better. But normally what I do at night time, I just leave that plugged on. You know what it's like, it's the middle of the night, maybe you've had a couple of drinks, that sort of thing, you're coming into the loo and you're faffing around with head torches or lights, trying to see where the loo paper is, all that stuff. It's just such a little, I know, first world problem, but quality of life thing, having just the thing already turned on, like lit up, and it uses bugger all power, because like I said, that was from a 2-day trip, the last time we went up the beach with this, and it barely used anything from the power bank. So it's just a really, really nice addition. Really love that. Now over on this wall, a couple of pockets. You can see we have a full enclosed pocket, so that's helpful if you don't want it to get wet if you're using a shower. And this guy has some mesh through it, so good for your soap. I normally use, you've got options on both sides. These are the shower head sort of holders, so just some little Velcro straps there on both sides. I normally use this guy here, don't know why, just because you got your pockets here I guess, but you got options. And then finally the thing to look at is, this is also one of those things, hopefully you can see that. This is some webbing that runs across the top of your roof. Now, like I said before, yes, it does come with a full roof. It is a really high quality bit of material as well, that 300D material, so nice and thick. Now, why that's cool is I've had another one of these, you may have seen it on the channel, where there's some of these that have the roofs, which are kind of cool. And if you haven't used one of these before, it may be like, oh yeah, open air, I can shower and I'm looking at nature, blah, blah, blah. That's cool. Yep, I'm all for that. But when you wake up in the morning and it's been raining a little bit overnight and you need to go to the loo and all of this is wet, your loo paper's wet, all the things are wet, kind of sucks a little bit. So it's really cool to have a bit of a roof on the thing to keep everything at least reasonably dry in here. Now, I've had that before on another tent, but because it didn't have any webbing, which is such a small thing but really thoughtful, this was like down here, because it was like pulling on the brackets. It had just turned into a swimming pool for the rainwater. Having that, I found on the last trip it rained a little bit, it doesn't kind of let it do that, and you can tighten these straps right up, so it helps. Only a little bit of water there, most of it runs off. So that's a nice, it's super simple, but once again, nice little upgrade. So that's a bit of a look around on the inside. Some nice upgrades there that I've been finding really handy as far as shower tents go. What we might do now is I'll show you how this guy packs up. It is pretty well as simple as the thing being opened out. A little bit more homework to do as far as you need to roll the thing up, of course, but you know, outside of that, it is seriously about 60 seconds. So from here, zip the thing up, you pull your pegs just like that, and then all you need to do is you kind of just push on the side here. So you've got this bend here, so you push against the gas strut until it closes. That's one thing too. That was a close one. If you've got your power bank in there, you best be removing that. You probably don't want to leave that packed away. And then come around the other side and same again. Find your little hinge there, push against that as well, and it kind of closes up a little bit like that. From here, just need to fold the ends in, roll, roll, roll until you get to the top. And then once you've got it rolled up, one of the things I really appreciate with the straps is there is plenty of length. So you don't have to be a Scrooge getting this thing tighter than you know what. It is plenty of strap left. You grab that straight through our little buckle on the bottom there. If I can line it up properly, there we go. Give it a pull there. Velcro's into place. Simple as that. We flip our little flap over. You tuck these guys up. and zip it all into place, and you're ready to hit the road. But there you go, that is the overview of the new one from 23ZERO. This is the Rask. What do you reckon of the upgrades that 23ZERO put in? I reckon they're pretty handy. Big fan of this so far. I reckon it sort of hits the sweet spot of that value to quality is hard to beat. So if you run one of these or something similar, I don't know, what do you reckon? Let me know in the comments down below. That's it for this one, guys. As always, I hope that you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.